Hey guys, Some Stupid Sketcher Guy here with the second part of the rise and fall of the Dinotube community. Now, in the first part, we covered how the Dinotube community began and how its first Discord server, Prehistoric Central, rose and fell. But with Prehistoric Central gone, it's now time for the second chapter of Dinotube Discord servers, the infamous Dino Nation. Now, Dino Nation had a lot of rules that were significantly different from Prehistoric Central's. The most controversial of these rules was the fact that you couldn't swear. This was a major change from Prehistoric Central's general free speech, and a lot of people who had humor that was rather vulgar hated this. However, one Dinotuber hated this rule more than anyone else, and his name was Crocorvus Stupidus. Crocorvus Stupidus was a very vulgar person, so he did not like when he was unable to express himself like he wanted. So, throughout the first couple of months of Dino Nation, he would regularly defy the rules and almost never respond to discipline, eventually leading to him being banned after he said the N-word. However, banning Crow didn't really solve much, as there were still plenty of other people who were similar to Crow and protested the rules, as well as blatantly breaking them and getting into multiple arguments about the rules, such as people like Spinalord and Chrissy and the Theropod Riot. As well as that, Crow would still find his way into Dino Nation by using other people to post things from him, such as very vulgar memes. Eventually, Kiki had enough of this and tried to confront Crow in a DM call. Throughout the video, Kiki didn't really do himself any favors, immaturely cussing out Crow and then recording Crow without his permission. As well as that, he refused to show the video to Crow, even though the whole point of the video was to prove that he tried to reason with Crow, aka trying to make Crow look bad. So you'd think that he wouldn't have a problem with sharing the video if it was supposed to prove that Crow is a bad person. In reality, I think we all knew that all it did was make Kiki look bad. And in reality, later down the road, it would be used as a way to call out Kiki. Even though the video is nowhere to be found now, it is still very commonly mentioned as one of the many dumb things Kiki has done. To make matters worse, on the video side of things, dinosaur figure shows were beginning to lose their touch. Mainly in the fact that most of the main shows that were coming out during that year were dinosaur figure nature documentaries. And most of these dinosaur figure nature documentaries were at best mediocre. Or, if they were actually good, they were overhyped and severely delayed. Especially Mesozoic Isle. Mesozoic Isle had probably one of the worst hype in the entire history of the Dinotube community. Probably the worst hype I've ever seen. The hype lasted over a year. Originally, the hype was only supposed to last about 11 months. But, due to countless delays, the show would be delayed all throughout 2018 and into early 2019. The first time the show was hyped and announced was in late 2017. So you can see why people got bored of the hype very quickly, and it led to a lot of disappointment and backlash. Even though the show on its own was well made, the hype and the fact that the show almost never came out was a very severe blow to Kikizilla's reputation. As well as that, he made the hype worse by announcing 3 seasons of Mesozoic Isle, as well as multiple seasons of spin-off shows, and even a movie. And how much did Kiki complete? Only 3 episodes. As well as that, other similarly hyped shows like the Isle of Sela, Dinosaur Island Revival, and Titans of Acralis all went under severe delays. Titans of Acralis only got through a prologue and 1 short film before it was promptly delayed into 2020, when originally it was supposed to be released in July of 2019. Dinosaur Island Revival Season 4 is basically cancelled at this point, and the Isle of Sela only got through 4 episodes before it was promptly deleted. Now, there still were a couple of shows that were able to get through an entire season throughout 2018 and 2019, such as Spinosaurus Life and Isle of the Mesozoic, but they were few and far between, and when it came to big Dinotubers, Only Dinosaur Island Season 5 came close to being able to complete a season, only 2 episodes short. Now, I have mentioned this in other videos, but another flaw with this is the fact that almost none of these had any sort of unique identity. Almost every single one of these shows follows dinosaurs living on their day-to-day lives on an island or a planet. So, with almost no unique shows in 2018 and 2019, and most shows being overhyped and unable to even complete a season, dinosaur figure shows really began to die, as only a few people were able to successfully maintain a series and actually get it through a season. Now, while creative unoriginality is never a good thing in a figure foam-making community, things were worse on Discord. Every couple of months, there was a new person that was the center of drama, and eventually, there was a drama even bigger and badder than just this. Now, what you're seeing in front of you is a private argument that happened in Dino Nation's moderator chat. Now, to make things easier to understand, I will go through who's who. KikiZill Arg My Back is KikiZilla 101. The One True Boomer is Rakamoni, or the Prehistoric Channel. Heckin' Fossil Pharaoh is King Egypticus. Boomer with 3 R's is Tyzier, or Tyrannosaurus Rex. Emma the Dinosaur is Bioniclesaurus, and Camo is Camosaurus. Now that you know who's who, it's time to get down to the story. So what happened is that Spinalord posted an offensive picture in Dino Nation of a bathroom writing he found that said, "Deport all Muslims." This sparked a political debate where Raka's choice of words just made things worse, as Raka made it sound like he hated most Muslims, when in reality he intended it to say that he didn't like terrorism. However, it came off in a really bad way, especially with Kiki having a Muslim father, so it quickly sparked a political debate, which almost never ends well. Eventually, though, they seemed to be resolving things, until Camo and Bioniclesaurus completely messed things up, proceeding to, out of nowhere, berate and attack Raka after things seemed to have been resolved. This only made Raka angrier, although he tried to keep his cool, almost never using swear words. However, the straw that broke the camel's back was after the argument, they decided to change his nickname to make him look stupid. This was absolutely uncalled for, and sent Raka into a rage. Eventually, Spinalord convinced him that the only thing to do was to ban everyone in Dino Nation, and in a fit of rage, Raka did so, banning everyone in the server and then leaving. But not before getting the last laugh, saying that now that he was gone, the Dinotube admins would destroy themselves. He was nothing but right. Although Bioniclesaurus was able to unexpectedly revive the server with a community post, this only prolonged Dino Nation's death, as a couple of people in the community decided to use this opportunity to ridicule Dino Nation at every turn. Every small mistake any of the Dino Nation admins made, they were immediately called out for it and quickly embarrassed by it. People were definitely on their asses. They weren't going to let them get away with any bullshit this time. And eventually, it got to them. With 3 months of constant ridicule, they decided to finally pull the plug on the server, and decided to selfishly not allow anyone else better qualified to run the server, even though they had plenty of options. This was the only thing that was connecting the community, Dino Nation, and they decided to just kill it. Even though they try to cement that this isn't the end of the community.
At this point, that it needs to
Yeah.
end. So
Yeah, and we're not killing the community or anything like that. We're just killing the server. Like David just said, we're gonna keep uploading videos. We're gonna keep watching other people's videos.
Dino Nation's such a small part of the
collabing whenever it
community.
is.
This was all a big fat lie, as nothing has changed since Dino Nation has been terminated. No major active Dinotube Discord servers have taken its place, and the possibility of the Dinotube community taking place on YouTube, where it originally began, has now been completely nullified thanks to Kappa, leading to people like Kikizilla, Dino Man, Spider Dude, and Bionicle all promptly abandoning their YouTube channels. Now, with almost all of the biggest Dinotubers now gone from YouTube, there was not many, Dinotubers left. There was only Camosaurus and Matthew the Dinosaur King and a few others. As well as that, there was no active servers. So, quickly, the community began to disperse and do their own things. Many of them deleted their videos and tried to escape due to Kappa. And with that, Dinotube was over. Now, is there a chance that Dinotube could come back someday? There always is a chance. However, there's not always a big chance. And with how things are going right now, I'd say that chance is incredibly small. But maybe someday it'll happen. Maybe someday Dinotubers can come together again, and we can all become a community again. But until that time comes, see you guys next time.